Coming up on today's Outdoor Secrets, Western scenery in a state too many hunters overlook.
Pretty country, isn't it?
Hunting in the shadow of California's awe-inspiring giant redwoods.
This is amazing.
Pure-strain Colombian blacktail deer, which only reside from Northern California into the Pacific Northwest and coastal British Columbia.
There's a nice old buck.
My long-awaited blacktail hunt.
We've got what they consider a pretty nice buck up over top of this hill here down in the Cali.
A 12-year-old boy's luckiest days.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
And a state game and fish program that allows landowners to manage their own hunting seasons and harvest rates in return for improving wildlife habitat. When my daughter was 12 and wanted to hunt in Alaska, I took her on a Sitka blacktail deer hunt, one of the 2 mule deer subspecies found in North America.
Squeeze. Remember to squeeze.
Dead deer. Good shot. We each took really nice Sitkas.
Good job.
Find 2 bucks, and we got 2 bucks, kid. And it was following those experiences that I added the only other blacktail subspecies to my wish list. Last year, I finally hooked up with Wade Derby from Crosshair Consulting to check the adventure off.
What Crosshair Consulting is I'm a hunting liaison service. I put hunters together with outfitter clients. I go and research the locales. I make sure that the facilities are adequate, that the hunting's good, that the people that you're with are reputable. And I put the hunters together with the outfitter, and I have about 90 outfitters worldwide.
Wade immediately set me up with Wes Moore, manager of the Cottrell Ranch, which may be just the best managed property of all for Colombian blacktail deer.
The Cottrell Ranch has been in Leslie's family since 1865, and it consists of 2 parcels. The one we are hunting on is 6,500 acres, and the summer ranch, which is down the road a ways, is 7,000.
Just because of the nature of the way your ranch is laid out and your ranch roads are laid out, I assume you do a lot of your initial finding by exactly what we're doing here driving.
Yeah, it's a fine line though. If you drive it too much, you make all the deer move off.
Oh, sure.
So a lot of times I'll walk into areas and try to sneak out without them knowing we're here. But this ranch is tougher to scout, unless you're driving. We get a lot of rain up here, so we have a lot of fir mixed in with some oak woodlands and some open ground. It's real diverse.
Here it's coming.
Oh yeah, it's a good buck too.
Now, is that a shooter?
He's real close to being a shooter.
I'm seeing my first Columbia blacktail buck through my binos. And he doesn't know we're here. I don't think people realize much about California's potential for hunters and fishermen. And what kind of country's here and the amount of game that's here and the variety of game. Not too many places you can find pure-strain Columbia blacktail, but where we're at is one of them.
We take this responsibility really seriously, to manage this ranch for generations to come. And the blacktail herds as a whole are on a decline because of loss of habitat. Predators are a big issue, and so we do what we can, and we spend a lot of extra expense to help the deer.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Then there's Cody Derby, Wade's 12-year-old son, who's been waiting to come of age to take a blacktail buck too. Such a strapping young lad, and as you can see, on that first afternoon, while looking for bucks, a very different kind of opportunity presented itself to him.
You got one. Come on, go straight down there.
Well, mister, what'd you get?
A good one.
Real nice, Tom. That's a Rio. Good job, man. You got another Tom?
That's the way to get them, Cody.
One bullet and you get 2 toms, which is legal.
Okay, let's load up your turkeys, guys.
See, now, if that isn't what hunting is all about, God, you have some beautiful trees. Continuing down in California on a Columbia blacktail hunt, the key to management for this unique subspecies of mule deer is habitat management and selective harvest of only the oldest bucks.
He's either a forked horn or a 3-pointer, but he looks like he's possibly 4 years old, and that buck needs a couple more years before we would consider shooting him.
So as my hunt continues, we'll take a look at how these are implemented here at the Cottrell Ranch.
We enrolled in the private land management program. It'll be 7 years ago, and it's a partnership with the Fish and Wildlife of California to improve the habitat for the deer.
I'm intrigued by this whole management idea where the state gives you as the landowner the right to control the animals, but part of that comes with the responsibility of controlling the flora and the fauna and everything else, the entire ecosystem.
Yep. You make a plan, you stick to it.
Sure,
it's
and
really
that's why
good.
you've got that's why we're seeing bucks running around
Yeah.
every other corner at least.
We get a lot of satisfaction out of knowing we're doing the right thing, for the ranch,
Trying to get acorns off that tree.
for the deer, for the cattle, for the timber industry. We get a lot of satisfaction out of trying to do the right thing, and it's a big responsibility and you have to take it seriously. These oaks right here, you see how all these firs are.
Little fern trees.
Pretty soon over here, they'll overstory the oaks. They take all the nutrients out of the ground away from the oaks, and then the oak tree dies, and then you have no feed for the deer.
So part of the management plan of the ranch then is you have got to go in by hand and cut all these little fir trees out in the areas of the oaks in order to keep the habitat the way you want it for the critters.
If you look at Fish and Wildlife statistics, the average age of a blacktail shot on public land is 2.5, and our deer usually average around 7 years of age, and our trophy class deer are sometimes older than that.
How old do you think that buck is?
That buck's got some age on him because of how heavy he is. Heavy based.
That's what I thought. That's good heavy animal.
His threes on the front are kind of going away, and they do that when they get old. They start getting small and pretty. Like next year, he'll probably just be a big old forked horn with brow tines. PLM program, it costs you a great deal of additional money to be in the program because you pay the Fish and Wildlife to be in the program, and you pay extra for the tags, and you're out of pocket to do the habitat work. So it's a lot of extra expense being in the PLM program, but it's the right thing to do. So it's necessary. This buck has been real predictable here lately, and that's unusual for blacktail. But he's just coming out and he beds right there and watches those does, waiting for one to
Get ready, huh?
get ready for him. There should be 4 or 5 does down there with him somewhere. That's why we got to be careful when we're slipping in there, because there's be quite a few eyes.
We've got what they consider a pretty nice buck up over top of this hill here down in the gully. Spotted him from quite a distance away. You're going to try and slip in and take a look at him, and if he's what they think, maybe it's my turn to get lucky.
God, I can't believe that I'm going to try and get into position here to harvest my first Columbia blacktail deer.
We're going to try to get down to this little brush right in front of us, a rock, and slip around.
And then, it's hopefully I don't screw up and deer boogers, because these things are really, really spooky.
Hey, all these deer are looking at us down there. We're going to have to stay fairly low, too.
We knew the wind was in our favor, and we used the terrain to every ounce that we could.
Isn't that him right there? To the right side there.
And it was like, wow. It was better than wow. It was incredible.
How far is it, Jim?
214 yards, babe.
I won't take the shot until I feel I can absolutely dump him. I think I can. Right now.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Good job, babe. Good job, baby. Good job. Good shot.
Thank you,
We
sir.
appreciate good shots.
We were after Columbia blacktail in the heart of native Columbia blacktail range. These are a unique kind of a critter, something, gosh, if you like to deer hunt, this is another kind of a deer you have to go after, and I am so glad I did.
The buck has quite a bit of age on him. I'm guessing this buck is 7 years old.
Really?
Like 7.5 by looking at his teeth. His teeth are loose. He's real Roman nosed, either right in his prime or just a touch past it. A really good buck to harvest, and a real good representative of the blacktails around this area.
Somebody's been beating on him.
Hair missing off of his back. This is an old buck.
Thank you, sir, so much. This is one off of an old feller's bucket list.
I'm glad we could help.
Okay, welcome back to California, where no effort is being spared to gain young Cody Derby all the thrills of his first Columbia blacktail deer hunt. And following my kill on day one, another even bigger buck stepped out below.
Come here, Cody. Cody, psst. That's that 3-pointer, I think.
Do you see him over here, Cody? He's over here.
He's a good buck too. It's gonna be about 250.
Boy, that's a beauty.
That's a really good deer.
Like a hole in the brush and he's standing in it. It's right there. You got a perfect shot.
Shot over him. Just a nice, easy squeeze. Boy, that's a big buck.
For young and veteran hunters alike, missing is simply sometimes part of the game. All one can do is shrug it off, reset the old determination, and keep trying. Next morning found Cody and the guys all out early doing exactly that.
How much do you think that buck scores? I think he scores over 120. I think he's trophy. It looks like he has some brow tines too, so that's gonna add to the score. Good pass. Yeah, okay.
It's a thrill to see kids hunting, especially my own son.
Don't rush the shot. Okay. Okay. Just get in position. When you're up there, make sure your sights lined up. Right behind the shoulder. Squeeze.
There's a lot of kids that are growing up in urban areas these days that aren't exposed to this sort of lifestyle, to this tradition. It's good to pass it on.
Okay, Cody, see if you can get him in your scope there if you feel comfortable.
My son Cody happened to have his 12th birthday, and he's already become an avid hunter, but here in California, you have to be 12 years of age in order to legally hunt big game.
We got plenty of time because he doesn't know we're here. So just make sure you put it down by his elbow where it's bedded. Okay, so whenever you feel good.
You got him. Good job, buddy. That is a stud.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
I would thank my dad because he really helped me out and told me the right things to do and stay calm. The Moore family for all the good stuff that they provided us with and let me get a big blacktail buck.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. That's a buck for a lifetime, son.
He's every bit as good as we thought he was. The problem is, Cody, it's all downhill from here. When you start with one this big, it's hard to keep going up every year.
Oh, he's a beautiful buck, buddy. Just be thankful that we got him. What a great opportunity, buddy. I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Again, thank you, Jimmy.
That was good.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Cody.
Thank you.
Perfect buck.
Thank you.
If you're looking for the perfect, well-managed place to go hunting for Columbia blacktails or local California species, I can't recommend the Cottrell Ranch more highly. And Wade Derby at Crosshair Consulting is the guy to hook you up. You said I know a great place for blacktail bucks,
Yeah.
but I have come to know you know the outfitting business like hardly anybody I've ever met.
Thank you.
In fact, whatever the hunt you're looking for anywhere in the world, he's the man for setting it up and handling every detail. A long, long list of satisfied clients, including me, says it all. Again, that's Crosshair Consulting.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And good shot, too. The reasons I had for coming away with a newfound appreciation for California last fall were many. There's so much more than meets preconceived notions about the state for sportsmen to enjoy. Spectacular scenery, Wildlife of so many kinds running wild. World-class outfitters like the Cottrell Ranch, who are perfectly set up for taking hunters, and of course, the Columbian black-tailed deer. What a wonder they are. Oh yeah, and there's one other very special California attraction that I absolutely must share before we have to go today. Watch this. Hey, we just happened to stop here at a state park that's real close to where we've been hunting blacktails, where they have giant redwoods. Now, I'm a big fella, 6'3". Look at this. This is a small one. You can't even see the top. And these are not big ones. It's just an awe. There's very few things, I think, in the world as majestic as gargantuan trees. And in North America, there certainly are no trees like the giant redwoods. Thanks so much to everyone who made today's shows possible and for allowing me to check yet another amazing hunting adventure off my list. And to Cody Derby, the 2-in-1-shot turkey taker. Congratulations also on your first blacktail buck. Welcome to the fraternity. And may a lifetime full of hunting bring you the same rewards it's brought me over all these years. I'm Babe Winkelman. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, everybody, hey, good hunting.